sitting in a high chair at the dining room table, and I was right next to the dining room window. And we had like the, not shades, but the drapes.
Yeah.
You know, and there was like a crack this wide open, you know, and I was able to see. And this really ugly face was looking in at me, and I started screaming. And I said, "There's a monster out there." My brother and my dad went out there. My dad went with the shotgun. I was gone. And then they said it was a figment of my imagination.
Sure did.
So a lot of people are told.
And I can't remember what age I was at, 8 or 9 or so. I had my best friend come and stay the night with me out there. And it was in the winter time. Our pond was iced over, so we went to go slide on the ice. I had a little dog, a little white dog, we named him Hot Dog. He was just smaller than medium size. He had a miniature collie in him, and I don't know, tell him what else. And he was looking at something over our dam and looking down in the creek bottom. That's on the other side of the dam, and it's real steep there and everything. You can get a good view, so, you know. He was sitting there growling, and his hair standing up on the back of his back and everything. And I don't know if you heard the siren type scream. That was the very first time I heard that. And then
You were
whenever I
telling
went
me
to
about that.
I
Bigfoot
downloaded
days,
some on the website.
whenever I went to Bigfoot days back in '99, somebody played that. You know, I didn't have internet or anything.
Right.
Whenever they played that, I was gonna
You knew what that was.
poop my pants, you know,
Yeah.
basically, because I had goosebumps, and the guy that I was talking to, he goes, I said, I heard that sound, you know, whenever I was a kid, you know, and I didn't know what this thing was, and I kind of put two and two together watching The Legend of Boggy Creek, you know, but I used to be really fearless, you know. I come up across one of our cows that had been freshly killed. We were in the bluff part of the creek. I mean, it had been freshly killed. It was still bleeding. And there was huge footprints. My dad wears a size 14, and they were bigger than his foot.
Jeez.
So, you know, he's like, he had to have special shoes made. And, you know, it had rained and stuff, and I was hunting for those little fossils for a science project. I was about 5th grade, I think. And I saw that, and I went running back home. I didn't stop. You know, it was probably a little over 8 miles from the house. And there was this, and whenever I was my dad left me home by myself. I was 17. He had to go to the hospital and get hip surgery. We had no locks on the doors, you know. We lived out in the boonies.
Must have been out there pretty far.
We had 160 acres. My uncle had 160 acres, you know. And it's like, well, I kept hearing something alongside the house, hitting the house. You know, I was sitting there watching TV. I turned off the TV, turned off all the lights off in the house, but turned the outside lights on. And, you know, since the incident of the, you know, childhood, 4 years old, seeing him in the window, I had to kind of sneak up the window, so I was on my stomach, looking up to see if I could see anything. I got to that same dining room window, and there's a door right there, and our porch, you know, and stuff. I happened to look up and through that window again, and there was a big, tall, dark, hairy, you know, object. I mean, it was massive, and its shoulder came up to the top of the door frame, and it was kind of hunched over, and then that doorknob started to go back and forth, and I'm going, oh gosh. I got up so fast, I ran out the back door, jumped in the car, took off. I didn't even bother to back up.